I'm just following everybody else. Don't know where I'm going. I've been enjoying a weekend away in Shropshire without doing any serious filming. And yesterday I had a really enjoyable day walking around the Roman ruins of Wroxeter City and the remains of Buildwas Abbey. Absolutely beautiful to walk around there. And today I'm in Shrewsbury. I'm off to meet some friends, and I couldn't resist filming a little bit around here on the River Severn and this fantastic iron bridge, manufactured in 1879 by Cochrane and Company of Dudley. Absolutely beautiful walking along this bridge, and what fantastic views over the River Severn. Absolutely wonderful. There we go. Really is beautiful here on a lovely Sunday morning in late October. The weather's been rather kind the last 2 days. It's been absolutely beautiful, unlike the weather in Pisa and Livorno, which I had just the other week. Rather windy and a little bit rainy, but there we go. Got to have bad weather, I suppose, with good weather. But what brings me to Shrewsbury, you ask? Good question. Well, I'm here to meet some fellow YouTubers, some like-minded people who share the same interests as me and film the same interests as me. Rivers, canals, history, towns, ruined castles, and other things as well. So I'm really looking forward to meeting them. It's the first time I've met them. I've been watching their channels for months, many months in some cases. And so I'm really looking forward to meeting them in person and networking and having a good old chin wag and spending the day here in Shrewsbury with them. The meeting place is down at the quarry, lovely old park down here on the river. And it really is absolutely beautiful here on this autumnal morning. Trees are still green, and many of them are turning wonderful autumnal shades of reds and browns. And autumn is one of my favourite seasons. It really is beautiful. Nature preparing itself for winter. Nature does give us some wonderful scenery with red skies and of course the leaves turning on the trees. So let's walk down the river and meet my friends. Oh, I've had so much fun walking around the gardens here. But just behind me is a statue to Percy Thrower, who used to live in Shrewsbury, and he's responsible for these fine gardens. I used to watch him on Blue Peter back in the 1980s. He used to tend the Blue Peter garden. Now, I wouldn't have known the statue was here if it wasn't for a fellow YouTuber, Paul, from Westcountry Wanderings.
Hello there, you're right. Yeah, we're here for a YouTuber meetup here in Shrewsbury today. Yeah, it's really good to meet up with everybody.
It's absolutely wonderful. And of course, Paul's been filming in Shrewsbury for several videos on his channel, Westcountry Wanderings, and he pointed out the statue here to Percy Thrower. Well, I would never have known it was there if he hadn't have pointed it out. So I'm really grateful to you for that one, Paul.
No problem, no problem. And he lived the other side of the quarry here as well, on the lodge next to St Chad's Church. Now, what was the other thing about St Chad's? The connection to the film Charles Dickens?
Film to Charles Dickens, apparently.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol was filmed here, I think, in the 1950s, 80s.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. We'll have to find that out. We're going to head to St Chad's Church and have a look at that anyway. And we'll see if we can discover the answer to that question. But certainly it's famous connections to Shrewsbury are Michael Palin, a fellow traveller who goes around the world, and Charles Darwin, who both attended Shrewsbury School.
That's right.
So
lots of famous connections.
Lots of famous connections in the town. So I dare say we'll find a few more before the day is out.
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully you'll point them out to me.
I'll try.
So here are some pictures of the gardens and the statue of Percy Thrower. Thanks, Paul.
Just.
And behind me is Percy Thrower's Lodge. He lived here from January 1946 until April 1974. And I'm surrounded by YouTubers. We're all trying to film the same thing. I had this in Pisa last week with loads of tourists trying to film this leaning tower. And now I've got a load of YouTubers trying to film the same building as I am. But we're all friends and that's fantastic. And we've made our way to St Chad's Church. There's been a church here in Shrewsbury since the year 780. However, the current building dates from 1790, 1792, and it's quite a fabulous looking building. But what I'm looking for here is a gravestone to a man called Ebenezer Scrooge. It's just behind me. And just in front of me is Rachel and Wills from Postcards and a Pint. Let's come here, bring you in here. And Wills, you can tell us more about this grave.
Well, we've just found it here, and this is from we think it's a prop. We don't know if it's an original one which has been adapted for the film, but it was used in the 1984 production of Christmas Carol with George C. Scott.
It was filmed in Shrewsbury. All filmed in Shrewsbury.
Filmed in Shrewsbury?
Yeah.
Another fascinating gravestone in a fascinating churchyard. Obviously wonderful. Nice to see you two as well. I've been watching your channel for many, many months.
Yeah,
and it's finally lovely to meet up and do this collaboration and
see Shrewsbury.
And see Shrewsbury, yes.
It's new to us.
And find an interesting grave.
Yeah. And Christmas.
And Christmas.
Yeah,
and Christmas is not too far away, so
Wills is happy.
Wills is happy and I'm happy. Always happy at Christmas time. I just had a nice little walk down from St Chad's Church, a little back street. I'm joined by Watto from Wandering with Watto.
Very nice little walk round today.
Very nice walk round, yes. I've had a channel who I enjoy watching. Watto wanders to all sorts of funny places.
Try and wander about where we can.
Wherever you can. Find some great historical locations, some lovely towns.
Yep.
And all sorts of things.
Absolutely.
So that's Wandering with Watto. I'll put a link in the description below for that one as well, for Watto's channel.
Brilliant.
So enjoying your day so far?
Oh yeah, it's really, really nice. Nice to be out and nice to meet up with
fellow creators.
some like-minded people as well.
Yeah,
know all the trials and tribulations of producing a YouTube channel, but yeah, it's really, really good.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Just walking around.
It's all about a nice little community, and it's really
absolutely.
Really enjoyed it.
And of course, YouTube just brings us all together.
Absolutely.
And we can share our adventures and our history and our discoveries.
And mistakes.
And mistakes with each other.
Absolutely.
With each other. So, yeah, today's been great fun. Everyone's come from all over the country I'm meeting up here in Shrewsbury, and it's the first time we've all met, and we're just getting on like a house on fire. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So let's see what else we can discover here in Shrewsbury. One of the things I enjoy about walking through old market towns and historic towns is the architecture. And the architecture behind me is absolutely fantastic. There's a tablet on the side of the building which says it was erected by Richard Owen in 1598. There's another plaque on the side carved into the woodwork, which also gives that date of 1598. Absolutely fantastic to see that. And behind me is the market square. And some more YouTubers. These guys keep following me around. There we go. But behind me is the market square, 1792, 1791. Absolutely fantastic building. Absolutely beautiful. And I do love seeing structures like this in market towns. Really is fantastic. It's amazing that they've actually survived as well, given the history of England and all that's gone on with the Civil War, the Second World War and everything else. It's amazing that so much from the 16th century and the 17th century has survived. Let's just walk in here a minute. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful here, it really is. Imagine back in the 18th century when this was built. Thriving market all around here. Absolutely beautiful. And the stairs going up to the upper floor. And there's a plaque here. Here we go. The market hall built by the town of Shrewsbury in 1595, 1596. The ground floor was used as a corn market, and the upper room was used by the Shrewsbury drapers for the purchase of woolen cloths brought on ponies from North Wales. Absolutely brilliant. So let's take a look at that plaque on the outside. So much architecture here from that period. It's absolutely lovely. And the statue was removed by the order of the mayor from the tower of the Welsh Bridge in the year 1791. Okay, so that's the 1791 date, relates to the statue of at the top there. That's absolutely lovely to see that. Just marvellous architecture, it really is. Let's go back and join the others now and see what they're doing. I think they're all busy filming the plaques here as well. Let me just turn the camera around and we can film some YouTubers in their natural habitat. So there we go, filming history. There we go. They're just doing what I'm doing. They're copying me. There we go.
We're all copying each other.
We're all copying each other. we're all in each other's shots. There we go. This is what happens when you got YouTubers all together. But here are some pictures of the market square. Seem to have come detached from the others. I know they're heading up towards the castle somewhere. I've got Paul with me, and we're going to wander up and try and find them. Follow these great little back streets here in Shrewsbury. There's quite a few of them. And this is absolutely, oh my goodness me. Right, just go up these steps and try and find the others. I'm sure they're up here somewhere. This is rather nice up here, my goodness. Lovely old church, St. Alkmund's. Beautiful church. And it's so villagey up here as well. It's absolutely delightful. Just imagine what it might have been like up here a few hundred years ago. Really is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful up here. It's just an absolute gem. This is what I like about walking around different towns and back streets and cities. You find fantastic places like this. It really is absolutely superb. It's just so picturesque. Absolutely lovely. Gosh, a bit windy up here as well. But lovely architecture. St Alkmund's Place, St Alkmund's Square as well. I just had a conker fall on my head. Oh, that's not good. It's only a conker tree, that's why. Of all the silly places to stand, it's a conker tree. Ouch. Never mind. But here are the others anyway, so I've caught up with them. And beautiful pub on the right hand side, the Loggerheads from 1665. Absolutely fantastic. There we go. St Alkmund's Church was founded in 912 AD and rebuilt in 1795. That's lovely, it really is. Absolutely lovely to see that. So let's just cross this road and see what else we can discover here in Shrewsbury. I think we're heading to the castle. I'm just following everybody else. I don't know where I'm going. Never mind. Well, we tried to get into the castle, but it doesn't open for another hour or so, so we're going to take a walk around the outside of the castle, and I'm joined by Mike from Mike and Teresa Explore.
Hello!
Enjoying your walk today?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah,
it's
really
lovely,
good.
isn't it?
Finding out stuff about Shrewsbury that I didn't know.
Yeah, there's so much here, isn't there? So much history.
Yeah, that's right.
We found so much just walking around, hidden in plain sight, in the high street. It's been wonderful.
I didn't even know Charles Darwin had any connection here.
Yeah, we just passed his statue outside the library.
Yeah.
And of course he was born here in February, oh my history, 21st was it? 1809? I'll put the correct date on the screen in case I'm wrong. But yeah, he's born in the town. And one of the famous people throughout history connected with the town. It's wonderful to see his statue outside the library there. And of course walking underneath the castle as well. Just up ahead. Oh, it's on my right hand side. It's lovely. And of course it's haunted, I think you said, Mike. Was it?
That's right, it's haunted by a particularly nasty ghost called Bloody Jack.
Bloody Jack?
He was a 12th century serial killer. Apparently he dragged young women into the castle to be murdered. He was caught when he murdered a particular woman, and his sister saw him dragging her into the castle.
Wow.
Once he was caught, he was hung, drawn and quartered, and his head was mounted in the castle, I believe.
Wow, there we go. Interesting story. Another serial killer throughout history here. So many people met that punishment, being hung, drawn and quartered. Not a very pleasant way to die. But you can see the castle walls behind me. There we go. Really rather impressive. And of course I'll leave a link to Mike and Teresa's YouTube channel in the description below. Well worth checking out. Might find some great history stories, as you've just heard, and turned into really nice narrated videos. So if you like history, Mike's channel is one to take a look at. We're going to walk around the side of the castle and just see what else we can discover here. This is the bridge over the railway station. And you're saying that there's a ghost in the railway station?
There is. I can't remember which platform it is, and it happened about in the 19th century, I think, early 19th century.
Okay.
There was a councillor waiting for a train, and bridge collapsed and killed him and some people on the carriage, I think. And now apparently a ghost has been seen on some of the platforms.
Wow, that's interesting. Are you going to make a video on that for your channel?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, there's a story to research. When I come back, I'll pinch that story and record. Record a ghost. Always good to hear a good ghost story.
You can't be a good ghost.
Can't be a good ghost story, but there we go. And we met up with the others here as well. There we go, all behind me. Well, we've had a great walk around the town of Shrewsbury, and we're ending here at the prison. They're all back on day release, so they've got to go back inside. No, they haven't. We're all heading home. We've all got long journeys to go. So it's been an absolute pleasure seeing everybody here from Postcards and a Pint, Wandering with Watto and Westcountry Wanderings. And Mike and Teresa, yes, Mike and Teresa. And Kim's Picks as well, little Kim's Picks, there we go. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to my channel and hit the subscribe button to everybody else's channel because they're great channels and they're fun to watch. So we'll see you next time for another adventure somewhere else, wherever that may be. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Things you do on your day.